Hello, and today we will know the endosperm, its formation and significance. As a result of the triple fusion, primary endosperm nuclei formed and divide prior, and this primary endosperm nuclei divide prior to the formation of zygote or advancement of zygote into the embryo. The reason is only that once the zygote will form, and if the embryo stage developmental stage started, then the developing zygote into the embryo required continuous supply of the nutrition, and that nutrition is only available to the developing embryo from the surrounding endosperm. So this is very necessary that endosperm development should be complete before the development of the embryo. So that's the reason why the primary endosperm nuclei development started earlier as compared to development of zygote to embryo started. So this is the one reason. If question asks, a zygote forms earlier or primary endosperm nuclei formed earlier. So after the first and second fertilization, the zygote remain halted for certain while until the primary endosperm nuclei fully formed or developed well. So on the basis of development of endosperm has been classified into three categories. So on the developmental, if we look the pattern of development in the endosperm, so on the basis of developmental pattern, we can classify endosperm into three categories: nuclear endosperm, and cellular endosperm, and halobial endosperms. We remember nuclear endosperm, when the first and all subsequent division into the PN. Notice, nuclear endosperm is when the first and all subsequent division of primary endosperm nuclei are not followed by wall formation. It's known as nuclear endosperm. Means after a triple fusion, the primary endosperm nuclei formed, and later all the nuclei of primary endosperm nuclei multiple time divide, and there are a lot of nuclei formed in an endospermic cell without the cell wall formation, and these nuclei remain free inside the endospermic matrix. Cellular endosperm, when the first and all subsequent division of the primary endosperm nuclei are followed by wall formation, known as cellular endosperm. Very simple. Suppose that after triple fusion, what happened? A single central cell become triploid. There are two polar nuclei and one nucleus from the male gamete that fertilize the polar nuclei. What happened? A single cell with triploid nuclei. So this is known as primary endosperm nuclei. PEN means the central cell have a triploid nucleus. This is the primary endosperm nuclei. And if this primary endosperm nuclei repeatedly divide, but there is no cell wall formation, no wall formation occurs around the multiple nuclei that formed, what happened? All the nuclei remain free inside the central cell, that is the endospermic cell. So this is known as nuclear endosperm, where nucleus do not follow the cell the wall formation. But in the cellular endosperm state, after the multiple division in the primary endosperm nuclei, they will followed by the wall formation. Each nucleus surrounded by a wall and become an independent cell-like behavior. So this is known as cellular endosperm. And the third type is the halobial endosperm. The first division, look, it's very important. The first division of the primary endosperm nuclei, formation of two large micropylar cell and one callagole cell. It means when the primary endosperm nuclei divide, there will two cells form, one toward the callagole end and other one toward the micropylar end, and the nucleus of the micropylar cell divide freely, become free nuclear, So the cell that found toward the cell, or you can say the nucleus that found toward the micropylar end divide freely and become free nuclear endosperm. And the cell that found on the callus end nucleus divide and followed by the cell wall formation. So means this is the clear cut division. The endosperm lies toward the micropylar end are free nuclear type endosperm, and that lies toward the callus end is the cellular types of endosperm. So any endosperms that have a mixture of that have a existence of both free nuclear endosperm and cellular endosperm is known as halovial endosperms. And normally all endosperm become cellular. All endosperm become cellular at a very late stage of development. Either free endosperm nuclei or free nuclear endosperms are cellular. Every kind of endosperm in the advanced stage of endosperm maturity become cellular type of endosperms. So what conclusion we can derive? That is given here. It is believed that by the many plant biologists that endosperms has three stages of development: early stage of development, middle stage of development or intermediate stage of development, and advanced stage of development. So the endosperm is primitive. Nuclear endosperm is the primitive means earliest stage of endosperm development is free nuclear endosperm. Intermediate level of development in endosperm is halovial types, means some portion become free nuclear and some portion become cellular, and the most advanced and the late stage of endosperm development is the cellular endosperm. So you remember there are three types of the endosperm: least developed, most primitive types, free nuclear endosperm; intermediate types endosperms, halovial types of endosperm; and the advanced types of endosperm is cellular endosperms. Thank you very much.